From Washington and Jefferson College, head coach Mike Sirianni and student athletes O'Shea Anderson and Alex Rouse. Coach, your opening remarks.
I mean, I'm proud of these guys. There's a lot of tears shed in the locker room, and I promise you I won't cry at this press conference, all right? But and afterwards, my daughter was, "Why are you crying?" I'm not crying because we weren't crying because we lost. Okay, yeah, it hurts. Okay, but I think it's more so that the finality of it when you're a senior football player, and there's how much that these seniors have been through and what they did for the program to get it back to a national prominence, and that's why the tears are proud of them. We ran into a team that was better than us today, that has a lot of talent and ability and is well coached, and they deserve to win.
Mike, 3 interceptions, 4 turnovers, led to 17 points. Was that the story of this game?
I mean, it's part of it. I mean, they also ran the ball for 248 yards, and we ran it for 60. But that's part of it. And I'm trying to look back on the turnovers. And the biggest one was the fumble. I thought, when we're driving, I think it was 10-7. We had a ball. That was a big one. But they caused them. I mean, the one interception that we threw on the sideline, they did a good job of disguising coverage, came with pressure, and we had to get rid of the football. So it's not like, they didn't cause. I mean, you could just say we turned the ball over. Okay, they caused the turnovers with their aggressiveness. Sometimes you forget about, we were so concerned with number 33 and where he was and trying to double him all times, that a few times they hit us with blitzes that we weren't able to pick up because we were so, our back who has him and who has the linebacker in protection stuff was so worried about 33 that that we didn't get to the blitz. So more credit to them for that, and their defensive coaches did a really good job. I mean, they threw 3 interceptions too, so I can't say that was really that they controlled the line of scrimmage so much is probably the big thing.
You lost a couple of wide receivers. How much did that affect the passing game?
I mean, our RBs. I'll say the same thing when Jake Adams came in quarterback. RBs get more reps than anyone in the country. If we have a 20-minute or a 10-minute session of whatever, we're going to run 20 plays, and our Bs are going to get 8, 9 of them. That's a lot of reps. So the kids that went in had gotten practice. Cody tried to play. Losing Brandon, we have Braden, who's fine. I mean, we have other players, and I guess to get to this point and maybe to take it beyond, maybe we just have to improve our depth a little bit. But I mean, Alex is used to that. I just think that what they did is more of a cause than those guys getting hurt. Cody tried to suck it up and play. He just couldn't do it. But they caused some of it. We have other talented kids too. So it was their pressure and their just how good they are up front that caused those turnovers.
O'Shea, 2 interceptions again today, 8 on the season, 12 for your career. Just wrap up your senior season and what it's meant to be a W&J president.
I mean, the numbers are always, they sound good, but at the end of the day, like I said last week, I was always looking for a way to help my team win. And today, even though I got the interceptions, we didn't win, so that's a bummer. But overall, it was a good season. I love playing defense with those guys. We were just wrecking havoc all year, and it was just fun playing with them. That's what I have to say.
It seemed they ran the ball better from about the middle of the second quarter on. Did you notice any adjustments that they made or things they did differently?
I feel like they stuck to their game plan still. We were just missing tackles at the end of the day. It's always going to hurt a team, so I think that's what hurt us today is missed tackles.
You hurt a shoulder, I think it was the 3rd quarter, 4th quarter?
Yeah. I had a torn labrum coming into the year. I played through it all year, and then unfortunately this last game it finally popped out. I came back in, but whatever.
And then Alex, 55 pass attempts. You're stepping up a lot today. What did you see that was working, and then what did they do that you maybe weren't expecting?
I think we had a lot of one-on-one matchups that we liked. Sometimes we got them, sometimes we didn't. But I think they did a really good job of being physical with our receivers outside. They had a lot better DBs than we thought. and they really controlled it up front, brought the pressure. So it's not like I had a lot of time to throw, and they covered everyone pretty well. So they were a pretty solid defense. But we definitely made some mistakes in areas that we could have prevented, and it definitely affected the outcome of the game. So.
On the out pattern that they stepped into and returned it, I think it was back to like the 8 or 9 yard line. Can you describe what happened on that play?
Yeah, so I think there was kind of two of those, but the one, they brought pressure from outside and it was a run pass option. I probably should have just handed the ball off in hindsight, but I didn't get the ball out there far enough for the gap shot, and the corner made a good play and got it. So.
How would you compare their pass rush to the other teams you've played with, was it, as far as intensity?
Pretty good. I'd say they were about the same as Westminster. They're a solid defense. So.
And I saw their number 33 land on you that one time. You come out of that okay with your shoulder?
Yeah, it didn't really give me any problems today. So.
And then, Alex, you waited 3 years for this opportunity to be the starting quarterback at W&J. What kept you focused, and what was it about W&J, the college, the football team, that made you want to stick with it and really be a part of this?
I mean, definitely just my teammates are great, especially we have a really tight group of friends. You know, we're all like brothers. So that they kept me coming back. It's a great school, great academic school, so. Yeah.
And then Coach Sirianni, approximately 40 seniors on this team. What's next for W&J? What can people expect moving forward?
I mean, for those 40 seniors, I'm sure, you know, knowing the connections they made with this school, and they'll, I mean, I'm confident they'll all get jobs. So that's the first thing we want to try to make sure that they get jobs. And I mean, if anything like the last few years, they will. I mean, our job placement rate with our football program has been close to 100%. And those guys will help our current players, and that, you know, that's our concern. You know, the football program, I mean, these guys left a legacy. I think they were 38-7, and you know, I think, you know, I mean, Frostburg's a terrific team, and you know, we ran into you know, someone that was better than us, but I do think we're back to a top 10, 15 program, and I just, you know, these guys are to thank. I mean, we have a lot of talent coming back. You know, you never want your quarterback to get hurt, but that's going to help Jake next year. Our young kids should make them a little hungrier, and they'll sell out. I know we have some good leadership coming back, but you know, we'll worry about that tomorrow. Today, you know, we could talk about our seniors and how well they did, and you know, what they're going to do in their next part of their lives. I mean, this is just going to open their doors up to someone else. Football's going to help always be there for them, and they'll always remember this. But you know, I know these guys, you know, especially these two. You know, if O'Shea could stay out of trouble long enough. I had to. They'll do all of them. They'll do some great things, and they'll be successful at everything they do. So, program will be fine. It's back. These guys put it back, but you know, all those 40 seniors should be proud of themselves. And like I said, they could cry for a little bit. You know, we cried a little bit, but you know, afterwards they should be happy that it happened and look forward to the next part of their lives.
Any other questions for Coach or the student athletes? Thank you.